son right there at the door. If anybody hasn't met him, thank him for being here as well. But anyway, it's been a journey. Started out with 911 emergency communications. I did that for 18 years, starting out as a call taker, a dispatcher, supervisor, manager for a while. And then in 2009, I came over to Board of Health. And I've seen a lot of good times, sometimes not good times, so good, but my good times have been awesome. I can honestly say it's been more good times, and I've run into some very outstanding people. And I want to say, first of all, thank you to Don for putting this together. Being brand new and reaching out this much for me means a lot. But it means even more for each and every person that's actually here today. So thank you all for taking time out to celebrate my special day. So this is a wonderful day, and I also want to thank everybody that's on the Zoom call as well. Throughout this time period, I'm very grateful because I've had to use my faith to accomplish a lot of things here, but it has really paid off. I'll just name about 3 different examples. I remember in 2009, being under a grant-funded agency, it was a lot of you can't do this and you can't do this, you can't buy vehicles, for example. And I didn't believe that. So one of the things that I was able to do was go ahead on and find who gets the vehicles for the county and reaching out to the vendor and just finding what I needed and finding what I wanted. And then, thank God for Wendy. One day she did some coordinating and funding became available, and we ended up ordering our vehicle for Super Bowl 20. So we have us a Ford F-250, and we've made that vehicle a very good vehicle that was well utilized for this pandemic. It was very helpful with the slide-out bed and the cover and things, so we really got our money's worth in that aspect. And another major thing that happened during the time of with Board of Health is I did communications in the military, but I started building a network for Board of Health, and a lot of people did not understand, so I just do a little bit here, a little bit there. And thank God for people like Matt and a lot of the people that I knew from 911. They allowed us to get on the network. So Board of Health, Public Health has 10 channels. We have 10 channels that are dedicated directly to us. I don't know of anybody else in the district, in the whole 159 counties or 18 public health districts, that has that capability. And so I sat down with the technicians and with Matt and them, and we built what we needed. So we have radios and the capabilities that was built. I started on it then, but today we have the capability of talking to anybody within Fulton County, throughout the whole county. When the pandemic help came aboard, it was no problem because we have countywide frequencies. We're not law enforcement, but we do have the Fulton County security frequencies. We can do mutual aid, and like I say, it has been so helpful that during the pandemic, they've utilized a lot of our equipment for the pandemic, and then some of the equipment that we were able to put into the health centers, they love those radios as well. So they used them at Mercedes-Benz and GICC, the Georgia International Congressional Center. And so it was good for some of those plannings and things that we were able to accomplish. And we've had a lot of major events that were successful in terms of the move from Adamsville to here, and having to sit down with a lot of the technicians and even this room, designing what was in here and the equipment that was in here, working with the technicians, saying, hey, we need this, we need that. And it was really a blessing to believe for some of these things, not having done this before, and it come to pass and worked. So I'm just very grateful for that. And then the opportunities that were afforded me, there were a lot of times we didn't have leadership, for example, but it didn't stop me from doing what I needed to do. And for example, I remember before we moved over here, I went to training and I was able to get my basic Georgia Certified Emergency Manager certification and the advanced as well. So that was a major accomplishment for me in the midst of still working and doing everything that I was doing. And it's been a host of other things too, but I could not have done it without the support of people around me. And then during the pandemic, that was a very challenging time, but I ran into a lot of good people that I was able to encourage, and then a lot of people also encouraged me throughout the pandemic, because it can be very tough, but I'm very grateful and I'm thankful for everyone that came around and said a kind word to lift me up and let me lift you up and so forth. So it's been a great journey, and I'm very grateful. I'm gonna miss doing a lot of this, because when I was trying to count up the tasks and different things that I do, it was like 27 different things that I did, that I was involved in, and nobody wanted any of that. But
Thank you, Gilford.
it's really been a blessing, though, trying to keep everybody safe. And there's some things I haven't been able to accomplish, but I've done my very best, and I've enjoyed serving the people. I love people. I love all of you, and I really appreciate you all being here today. So God bless each and every one of you, and again, thank you so much for being here. This means a lot.
Short words.
Yeah, nice to meet everybody up here. So, thank y'all for coming out to celebrate my dad. So just want to say congratulations on your big accomplishment. So yeah, so thank you for supporting that.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. So he's always supporting me on the road. So now we got plenty of time on the tournament.